Hello, my fellow readers. I, Dark Symphony 77 with a FanFiction reading. As always, link to this story will be in the description below. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on that bell for notifications, and leave a comment in the comment section below. So let's get started. So we're reading Time Sharks, Time Sharks, Street Sharks X Carmen Sandiego by Bionic Rain. Okay, so it's a 5-chapter story. I hate when incredibly short stories have multiple chapters. It's really annoying. Excuse me. Okay, so let's get started. All these people want to know. A voice carried over a live audience as they applauded. Where in the fuck is Carmen Sandiego? Wait. That's not how it goes. It's where in time is Carmen Sandiego, not or where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego. It's like, wait. Four men in matching mullets suits stood before the audience and rocked and stepped as they performed the a cappella theme song of the hit TV show that combined crime solving with educational entertainment. What a circus! Do-wah, do-do-do-do-do-wah, bottom, do-wah, do-do-wah. Where in the fuck is Carmen Sandiego? Is it rated M? I just realized it's rated M. I wonder. Okay. A catchy song aren't gonna bring Carmen justice. Ripster grunted, clang a note echoing the. Oh no. Why? No, why is it like this? No, why? No, come on! Hold on. Let me just do that. I didn't even realize that. Okay. For years, Acme Nat's gumshoes have been on Sandiego's show. She had been acting with wanted women for as long as the organization was founded, and she was the criminal mastermind that ran Vile and perpetrated almost weekly thefts of priceless artifacts. The liberal media naysayers insisted that Acme Nat wasn't getting any closer to her, and that the arrest of Vile agents wasn't worth Acme gumshoes killed by roadside bombs, or the political opposition faced by Acme's presence in cities around the world. They didn't blame the current economic recession on the cost of the mission to capture Carmen Sandiego. It's just one woman, granted an incredibly crafty woman, but, you know. Do they talk about how Acme is building schools in these dirt people nations and teaching them geography? No. Or about the free t-shirts and CDs that they give out? The media just want to sit there and bitch. Well, shirts don't bitch, they bite. So the great white shark man. What? Hipster, great white shark. Is that? I should have probably did some research on what the hell street sharks are. I thought it was like roller hockey, like street hockey sort of thing. I was expecting actual sharks. Okay. Well, wasn't going to think about it anymore. He just got angry. He tried to ignore the TV and focus on his reps. He was stuck in lap pull-down machine and had an extra 50-pound plate hanging off of the adjustable weights. But then the chief's voice sounded on the TV. Carmen Sandiego has done it again. Maybe they're right. Chief's been at it for years and she still can't catch Carmen. Raptor's brothers and Finns, a gang of muscle shark guys known as the Street Sharks, were working out alongside him in Sharks. A lot of alliteration going on in the Sharks' underground headquarters. Streets, the tiger shark, always an endurance freak, was alternating between the skip rope and the speed bag. Slimer, the whale shark, was doing deadlifts with every weight available. He was pressing enough weights to lift a large car. He actually used to exercise with cars, but was laying low to avoid unneeded attention. Jeff the Hammerhead was sitting at a pack eating donut. I just love the comment. That's actually kind of fun. I don't know if it's supposed to be intentional, but it's like, we have 3 sharks, a great white, a tiger, and a whale shark sitting out working out like bros, like, and the Hammerhead's just eating a donut. What the hell is a donut? Is that an actual thing? Donair. Is it an actual food, or is it just spelled donut and misspelled it? Oh. It's an actual thing. Huh. Okay. I I never I never heard of that. Never heard of that. Okay. Uh, hey, said Streaks to Gab. The only thing you're working out is your gut. Go fuck yourself. Gab said, me, I gotta stay for the ladies. Streaks said, I am a ladies man. She stole Shiro Ishii's bioweapons data that he obtained by experimenting on POWs in World War II, she spoke. America needs that data back. They had to put in a lot of work to get it. Maybe Acme's doing everything wrong. This shark wasn't the type to just sit there and complain like some simpering college student. um, putting your own politics into your story, not a good idea. All Richter knew was action. Richter let the weight fall. It was a deafening ring like a hammer hitting an anvil. Oh god. I'm not even gonna count the errors because until this I saw like who knows how many errors. First off, what the hell is up with the I'll talk about it at the end. The other sharks looked at Ripster. I stood up and got off the machine. God, do you ever get tired of just hearing about stuff in the news, how criminals are just running around doing whatever they want? He said, addressing his brothers. Do you get fed up of not being able to do anything about it? And all these pencil necks sitting around talking instead of doing something about it? Well, I'm doing something. I'm gonna catch Carmen Sandiego. Lena, their human companion, stood in the doorway out for her spoke. On her face, she had a look of utter hurt. You can't leave us, she said. I don't want you to lay a fit on her, Rifter said the Streaks, as the two of them faced each other in one of the tunnels that radiated from the underground base. Hey, Streaks said, trying to mobilize his arm that he clearly didn't have. She doesn't belong to you. Rifter leaned in closer and such that their noses were almost touching, and they could feel each other's breath blasting from the nares at the tips of the rostra. I don't know if the author is actually using actual like scientific terms for like the animal parts, like nair and raw. I know nair is a part of a shark, a fish biology. I don't know if rostra, but I mean, it's not touch if it's true. If rostras are a thing, and that's actually pretty cool. Ripster was thankful that he had pants on to hide his raging shark. God. Why? Why is this a thing? His raging shark erections? Why is that a thing? Just why? The challenge to his dominance enraged him. When that frustration was fed from the same passionate energy dripping from his raw animal impulses. But if Streaks knew his defiance did to Ripster's libido, the great white would lose face immediately. Ripster sensed the bowl of his pants getting bigger, and he desperately needed an exit strategy. My ladies, man, Streaks began. You're a shark, man. You're not supposed to do human babies. Ripster said, maybe you'll get a mutant babe one day. You can't tell me what to do, Streak said as he turned him to skid away on his rollerblades. You have fun chasing Carmen Sandiego. Ripster adjusted his pants. Why is this a thing? I didn't think this was an R-rated story. One. And two, I didn't think I would be talking about raging shark erections. You know what? Now that I know this is gonna be happening, I'm gonna leave a disclaimer for the rest of the chapters. Just in case, because I don't even know where this story's gonna go now. Because this is just a ridiculous story now. Okay. Ripster, don't go, Lena said. I don't want to have to say that a shark made me cry. Ripster held a steely glance, avoiding her eye and looking past her with unshakable resolve. Her eyes shimmered in the light from the red afternoon sun that formed sheeted illumination up by the tops of the buildings of Vision City. She tried not to blink or breathe in fear of letting loose here. Ripster could almost feel her pain and sadness that must have filled her chest. Ripster, she said, as a single drop rolled down her cheek. I have to do this, Ripster said. I wish I could cry too, but sharks don't have tear ducts. Poor sharks not having tear ducts. He swung one leg over his motorcycle, sat up in the seat. All I'm taking is a knife, a handgun, night vision goggles, and God's command that I be victorious in my mission to kill Carmen Sandiego. He said and released a kickstand on his motorcycle. Lena stepped back and he hit the ignition. She buried her hands in her face. Don't do this, she pleaded. Next time you see me, I'll be a hero. Ripster lay on the throttle and tore off down the street. You don't understand the Acme Act, she said to the massive, great white shirt man sitting in her office. Carmen Sandiego continues to evade us because she is capable of traveling through time. Normally, the chief would be upset if someone chewed through the walls of her command headquarters in order to make an unscheduled meeting her. She found it hard to stay angry at Ripster's monstrous abs for long. She found herself staring ahead at his six-pack more than once, but quickly reminded herself that he's a shark, and such things should stay platonic. And you can't follow her, Ripster said. We have a time machine, but it's untested. There's no way we have the clearance to put a live glove shoot into the machine. Then I'll go, Ripster said. You? Said the chief. Us too, Streak said. Said Streaks, who was still behind Ripster and had Samu and Jab on one side of him. The street sharks had stealthily tore through the concrete fountain and walls of the ACMET headquarters and followed Ripster to the chief's office. Right, guys, Streak said. The sharks lifted their thin fist and roared in agreement. Alright? But the machine will degenerate your DNA, warned the chief. Yeah, but we've been G-slammed with shark DNA. That makes us stronger, Ripster said. The chief was silent and pensive for a moment before saying, I see. Okay. She led to a room down the hall from her office. She opened the door and stood inside to the time machine that took the entire room. It was a large flying saucer-like capable of carrying sharks. The chrono skimmer, she said. Okay? Sharks were already at the bridge of the chrono skimmer. They were buckled in and had their shades on. They weren't trained as time pilots, but there's just sometimes when you just want to let shark instincts do the piloting for you. Again, why is this thing? Just why does this exist? Members of Rockapella stood at attention outside the time machine. The chief was behind her desk. Boot up the chrono computer, she ordered. One Rockapella flipped a knife switch and electricity crackled through the hole of the timecraft. Power up the engine, she said. A second Rockapella turned a valve. A dense droning filled air, the helm of massive amounts of energy. Extended the temporal sequencer. A third Rockapella spun a fan with his hands while the fourth hit a big red square button that lit up when he pressed it. Now get going, the chief commanded with a fierce battle cry filled with vigor and conviction. Okay. Colonel Skipper jumped to the sixth dimension where time is cubic and each day is 4 days simultaneous time cube. Wow, that's just confusing. That one sentence is just really confusing. I don't know anything about time, space, and food. No reading. And this sounds kind of stupid. But then again, the story is turning into something stupid. The sharks felt an almost narcotic sensation as they left their illusion manifold and entered a new realm of experience. Jab, the hammerhead, was snoring as control Streaks poked him in the side to wake him up. Jab, said Streaks, now is not time to be sleeping. Jab yawned. Let's catch up on my beauty rest, he said. The chrono skimmer carried him through space-time while Ripster piloted the timecraft. The chief told us that an intercepted communication started that Carmen was on her way to set charges at a place called Ground Zero. Ripster said, oh, wait a minute, no. Not that Ground Zero. Wow. Ripster said, where's Ground Zero? The Great White asked. Is it in New Jersey, Toronto, or New York City? New York, said Streaks. New York, said Yeah, New Jersey, said Slamu. The correct answer is New York City, answered the on computer. Yes, said the hammerhead tiger shark, while the Slamu sounded certainly. Okay, boys, Sir said, looks like we're going to the Big Apple. The Crow Skimmer accelerated through time space, racing for 9/11. Oh my god, I see this going bad. Okay, so brought to chapter 3. Yeah, now my Dorothy. They just moved the computer so I can move around us. Okay. Is this what you wanted to show me? Said Ripster as he stood with shrieks on a crowded dance floor full of wiggers and weedos, two-stepping and bumping each other while holding and spilling expensive watered-down drinks. Yeah, nice place, said Streaks. I could have gone to shitty club back in Vision C. Yeah, but we're at a shitty club in New York, Streaks said, slowly rollerblading circles around Ripster. I think I saw Donald Trump in a limo earlier. Ripster sighed. I think that chick's a lesbian, Streaks said while pointing at a fit-at woman's hand by the bar. I really don't care. I still think Alina, she's probably thinking of you too. I'm surprised you could be so understanding. Oh, come on, you know I love you, Streaks said. Ripster's heart raced. You know, like, love, Streaks said. Oh, Ripster said, taking breath. Yeah, of course. They were looking for some... This is like a weird story that had Saddam Hussein involved in some weird shape or form. Had to something. Okay. A vital operative was believed to have known the location of Carmen Sandiego. They told some tips saying that Saddam was at a club of some sort, but Streets was using the situation as an excuse to go bar hopping. I heard at Dell strip club that Carmen's destination was World War II Europe, Streets said. Excellent job, Ripster said. He then paused to think about why Streets was at a male strip club. But Streets also have a taste for males. The possibility flew through Ripster's head, and he was about to inquire further when Slamu burst in the club and with Jab trailing behind. We spotted Saddam Hussein at the World Trade Center, Jab said. It looks like he might be up to no good. You mean I spotted him, said Slamu. Jab was asleep in a porno theory after eating 2 extra large burger and fried pizza. Wait, is it like a pizza burger? Like a burger that uses pieces of bun street ass, or a pizza with burger and fries as toppings? It was good as what it was, Jeff said. Guys, we have to go after Saddam, Ripster said. He raised her fist in the air a little cry. We got shark attack. Okay. The sharks scoured the towers in search of Saddam Hussein. They found him near the top, drilling a hole into the wall with a tangled mess of wires at his feet. He turned the face and smiled. There was a loud detonation that rumbled through the building. Someone's gonna set the bomb, said Streaks. Saddam, I've hidden bombs in several buildings in this area, he said. We will detonate them all, destroy the heart of America's economic machinery, and cripple this nation's economy for decades to come. I think it's time for a fleet frenzy. All the shark puns. All the shark puns. Ripster said, prepare to face the power of Saddam, Hussein said. No more unintentional humor, Hussein said. He did a backflip and split in 4 copies of himself. Using the shuttle fist technique I created, 3 lookalikes, said one of the Saddams. You will never guess Saddam is the real one, said another. We're just gonna have to kill them all, said Streaks. The sharks and the Saddams did meet each other in combat. Saddams grew giga drills from their arms and attacked the sharks with the drills. Slamu punched the floor and caused an earthquake that stunned the Saddams, while the other sharks bit to shoot Hussein's drills off. Powerful jets of acid blood blasted out of Saddam's wrist after the drill had been off. Jab opened his mouth and drank the acid blood. All the chocolate milk he drank earlier would neutralize the acid blood. Aneurysm is humming from this stupid story. The Saddams regrew their arms and continued fighting. Ripster Shark Sense told him that he had the real Saddam and meant to back into a corner. You have nowhere to run, Saddam, Ripster said. The Saddam pulled a magical flute from his trousers. He played a mystic tune with a haunting melody. Suddenly 2 airplanes flying through New York airspace altered the courses and headed straight for the Twin Towers. summoned by the magical power of the flute. Within seconds, the building was a massive, oh my god, more errors. Oh, so much cringe. A plane has flown into the building. Don't worry, said Ripster. The foundation of this place is made of high-grade steel. An airplane isn't going to collapse this building. But you forgot about my bomb, said Hussein. I've already activated the self-destruct sequence. Make what time you have. Ripster charges Saddam and bit his abdomen open. The mustachioed man's gut spilled on the out floor and onto his back, freely using his hands to shove his intestines back into his open body. The other sharks had destroyed the shadow copy Saddam and now joined Ripster in a ring of sharks looking down at the dying man. At least some of my copies are still alive in Baghdad to continue stockpiling weapons of mass destruction. Saddam said, "We know that Carmen is going back to War II, Ripster said. We want to know where." Saddam laughed. "Since it makes a difference to me. Now, I will tell you," Saddam said. "She said she was going to the first European country to have a case of AIDS. And that is," Ripster said. Saddam was already dead. "Oh shit," said Street. "The bombs!" No sooner did the sharks realize they replied, the network of explosives hidden in the building began to detonate. The building began to crumble, spitting up a cloud of smoke and fine debris as the floors of the building stacked atop each other in a column of falling steel and concrete. Running four slabs of concrete that crested out a fluid wave of disintegrating rubble, the street surfed down the collapsing World Trade Center. Ropes and streaks high-five each other in mid-air as they surfed the graves tsunami and debris. The sharks made it to the street in safety, their slabs of concrete slowly grinding to a halt as they slid against the city street, while horrified onlookers watched the first tower come down. "Oh my god," said a woman with a slight yet slow drawl as she watched the building collapse. "Oh my god!" Bad, mean reference. The sharks were aboard the Chrono Skimmer with a map of World War II Europe displayed on the view screen. Saddam said that Carmen was heading to the first European country with AIDS, Ripper said. That could be England, France, or Belgium. I think France, Rick said. Yeah, me too, France, said Greasley. Okay, France is, Ripper said. Oh, I said England, Jeb said. The Chrono Skimmer went into overdrive, teared through space-time to get to World War II France. Oh, I can see. I just feel the cringe. Hipster was falling through 1940 Paris, back before it was congested with tourist shops and kebab stands. Back when the only people who could afford to visit or emigrate were rich people and the French. Okay? Hipster sometimes pondered what that he would look like in his day if the Germans had never left. He admired the cobblestone street and the smelly green water flowing beneath the bridges. He admired the Eiffel Tower from afar. He was able to see the imposing high-rises that would be built in the next half century. The other street sharks were trying to locate Commander Schnees, an SS officer, an agent of Vile that devised his loyalty to Hitler with that to Carmen Sandiego. They found the loot, stolen Nazi gold, and they attended British work for the rest. So all they had to do was find Schnees. Arthur was exhausted and worked many sleepless nights to get this far. He felt he had earned the break, even if it was just a few hours of wandering the city in an insomniac state. Webster felt that the lack of sleep was messing up his head. He could swear that a lady walking toward him looked exactly like Lena. It was Lena. Wait, what? "Lena," Webster said, and he ran toward her. Webster and Lena replied, "I followed you through time. I can't stand to be apart." She ran toward him and hugged each other. She pressed her body close to his and gave him a warm pussy hug, pressing her hips into his jeans, and he wrapped his massive frame around her, cloistering her body with his huge arms. Okay. In the dirty. Oh no! No. Please don't. No, I want. No, this boy doesn't need sex. Oh, please, no. God, no. No! No! A dirty room of seedy motel, And the horror district of Paris, most of the city, I'm gonna not talk about that comment right there. Lena erupts hidden away from the world and the worries it brings. Undressed, she unbuttoned his jeans and deftly slid her hand around his waist before tugging his pants down his wide-framed yet lean hips. The briny scent of his rough, oily skin filled her nostrils. I've always wondered, she said, certain parts of your anatomy got jean slammed along with the rest of you. No sooner did her wide eyes gaze upon the answer did Streaks come out of the shower, wearing nothing but a towel around his waist, one arm around a painted French whore, and a handsome young Nazi soldier in the other. There was a foursome. Just bravo. Well, at least it was quick. It was one sentence quick. The Nazi twink dropped a tip that Schnees was going to be returning to France that night, and under the duress of sexual torture, he further revealed the location of a secret bunker under the streets of Paris that served as Schnees' operating base. Lena begged the sharks to stay, but their duty drew them away from her. We're too close to Carmen to let her slip through her fingers now, Ripster said. You're never gonna capture Lena, said Carmen coquettishly. I don't know if that's how you spell it. Leave it in the comment section below, or after the video, I'll probably just look up the word, see if it's right. As she lay on the bed and curls in the whorehouse blankets, Carmen seems to always be one step ahead of you. We practically got her, Streak said. Once Monday she squeals, we'll find out where she's hiding. Let's start things up, Ripster announced. The two sharks punched the walls of the building and beeline path for the bunker. Have fun, Lena said. She turned to her side and shut her eyes. Okay. Let's at least hope this guy is at least threatening. The street sharks were mopping up Nazi guards in the hidden subterranean bunker. Their commander was somewhere, and the sharks figured the best way to get to show himself was to kill all his minions. They were in office. Oh my god. No more grand errors. They were in office covered in mountain tabletop battlefield mock-ups. A flight of stairs led from the floor. I hear Jordan. Oh, let's go. Okay, the stairs led to the floor of the office, up to the catwalk and iron door, which suddenly blasted off its hinges. Through the entrance at the top of the stairs entered a tall, hulking man in gray trousers and a jacket adorned with iron crosses, black knee-high riding boots, and an SS officer cap with a golden eagle with wings spread and resting on the crown overlooking the visor of the hat. A monocle rests on his eye, held in place by the crinkles of his wrinkled skin, and behind it, dark eyes filled dark intent. I am Commandante Schnees, Lamont. I oversaw the billion campaign, where I have worked directly with the Desert Fox General Rommel. Who may I ask are you? Petit, where are you here? Let me handle this guy, Webster told his allies. He then stepped forward and addressed the Nazi. We are here to fucking kill you! Anyway, come on, Schnees threw his cape off his shoulders and raised his hand, but prepared for my Nazi magic! What the fuck? What? Nazi magic? Does he have, like, the Book of Charmaine in his on his possession? Does he have the Ark of the Covenant somewhere nearby? I claim this Ark. Here, you can use magic. The ghosts of past Aryan heroes rose from their slumber and surrounded the sharks. A pale fading light showed off their chalky white bodies that were bleached and dusty with the sleep of death. Let's finish! Oh, more puns, more bad puns! Let's finish these guys, Six yelled, as the shark dove into battle frenzy and the heroes of Aryan might came at them with holy lances and swords while wearing the armor of God. The sharks standing in the ring with their backs to each other hit their enemies to pieces and tore them to ectoplasmic shreds, but the foes that were destroyed were replaced with new waves of undead holy warriors. Commandante Schnees cast a swastika-shaped fireball that scattered the four arcs formation. A swastika-shaped fireball? Wow, you're really stretching the whole he's an evil Nazi thing when you literally attempt to make a fireball in the shape of swastika. Okay. Now separated from each other, the sharks struggled as they were ganged up on by the Aryan ghost. While the rest of the sharks fought to keep the horde of undead knights at bay, Ripster worked his way through the battlefront until he was face to face with Schnees. So the gangs on the tiny sun shark said, "Listen now, said Schnees. I should give my compliment to your Churchill for his ingenuity. Unfortunately, you will not live to deliver my words to him." The Nazi commander attacked with brutal fighting style. Polished black writing flew in the air in a fury of roundhouses, spin and sidekicks that were followed with sleep. DQ, ridge and straights. Okay. River dodge and iron cross-shaped throwing star hurled by Schnees and charged the Nazi, but Schnees effortlessly countered the tackle with a gut-wrench backbreaker. He put his foot down on the bone shark snack, hitting the fisherman to the floor. That technique, he began, was the first thing they taught us in not a gut-wrench backbreaker was the first thing they taught you in Nazi school. I thought the first thing they taught you in Nazi school was believe Hitler, believe Hitler, believe Hitler. That was something they did teach you, said Shark from beneath the Nazi lacquered boot. And that is that I'm a shark. Suck my dick! Webster snatched the Nazi's foot in his mouth. With a gentle pop, he removed Nazi's foot up to the ankle and swallowed it. The Nazi hobbled back, his blood poured out of his severed leg. Schnees fell to the ground. He stopped pissing blood over the cold concrete floor of the bunker. The shark stood over him and grinned. His bloody rose and teeth glistening in the dim light. "Tell us where Carmen Sandiego is," fighting Ripster said to the wounded Nazi. The other sharks had fished off the resurrected Templar and now stood by Ripster's side. "Come on down," she tackled like he was possessed. He gripped his jaw with one hand and the crown of his head with the other. Suddenly and violently, he twisted his head with his hands and broke his own neck. His head hung limply to one side with a manic, grinning death mask. Frozen on his pale face, his monocle still in place. Didn't harden they lost her head on camera, lead on Carmen. The shark returned to the whorehouse where they left Lena only to discover her missing a note left on the bed. The note was written on a vile ledger. "Dear Street Shrimps, I, Dr. Paradigm, in collaboration with Carmen Sandiego, have captured your girlfriend. Stand ready to cast her into a time vortex from which you shall never return. Meet me at the time and place of Yahshua's Ben Yosef's execution and prepare for the final round of the game. Sincerely, Dr. Paradigm." Dr. Paradigm was the Street Shark's arch nemesis and the creator of the gene-siming technology that was the origin of their powers. "That guppy head," said Jeff, pounding his fist into an open fin. "Yahshua bin Laden," said Streets. "That's like Jesus' name, isn't it?" "That's true," Ripper said, which means that Dr. Paradigm was in the 1st century and could be at one of 3 locations: Canada, Middle East, Mexico. I think it's the Middle East, Slammer. "Please let this stupidity end. This is just so stupid." Upon arriving at the 1st century Roman Empire, the sharks discovered that Dr. Paradigm had actually become a member of the Senate and a close advisor to Caesar. Paradigm used his knowledge of future events and earned the respect of Caesar, who saw him as a powerful oracle. Paradigm stood with the hot sun beating down his metal exosuit, slowly baking his head in his transparent dome helmet. Paradigm and the Caesar were on the top floor of the Grand Temple overlooking the city and the chaos beyond the walls. Thousands of people amassed to watch that day's execution, and the hills were covered with a dense carpet of people like dark moss or so. "This Christianity," said Caesar to Paradigm while reclining on a stone, "this religion of terrorists will destroy the Roman Empire." The blinding glare off of Paradigm's suit forced all those who looked upon the squint. Obscured by the reflective sign, Shaggy seemed like an angelic creature made of light breathing words with a fiery whisk. "Not if you destroy the street sharks," he said, "but I am ready to help you. I have a plan." Upon the street sharks' discovery that they had to get a warrant to arrest the Senator Paradigm, Dub was sent to the task of obtaining it from the local hedgehog. A tip of the street on the street said that the stolen bioweapons data was sealed in a cave outside the city. Slam volunteered to unseal the cave and retrieve the loot. Streets went off after the paradigm who resided at his villa outside Jerusalem. Brewster received a letter by Ryder saying that Lena was tied to a time bomb that would open a vortex and suck her into a temporal drift, losing her through time forever. She and the bomb were located in a field just outside the city. Brewster made his way against the traffic heading toward the execution scene. He strides with a brisk, quick gait, someone filled with determination and stress. Children played with young dogs while their parents urged them forward so that they could watch spectacle before it was done. Brewster came to the valley, described to him in the letter, but found no bomb, no vortex, and no Lena. He turned and looked around him. His gills flared as he huffed in frustration, his emotions writhing in the sting of betrayal. "That letter said she'd be here," he said in outraged desperation. Rows of armored men emerged over the hills, their spears and red helmets poking into the blue sky like jagged teeth. Dr. Paradigm descended from the hill in front of Ripster. The majestic sheen of Paradigm's metal exosuit in the afternoon sun punishing the eyes of all those who dared look directly at him. Paradigm held up his arms as Centurions saw him and gave their signals to their men. Slanu, Jab, and Street were brought forward. They were tied to crucifixes being led by infantry. Hundreds of arrows and spears were pointing toward Ripster. "Dr. Paradigm," Rector said, "I should have known it was a trap and that you'd be behind this. Why are you working with Carmen Sandiego?" "Miss Sandiego," Paradigm began, "obtained for me the bioweapons data from the War II War Crimes Medical Experiment Camp, which was kept hidden in U.S. vaults for years. With this data, I could build a gene-summing bomb so powerful it would mutate the entire world into grotesque monsters under my command." "Where's Lena?" Webster said. "Where's no time vortex bomb? I am to stop you to get her back." "No, I clicked it and I pushed Lena into the time vortex roughly 15 minutes ago," Paradigm. Webster clenched his fist. "We have your time craft captive and already taken the liberty of going through your positions," Dr. Paradigm, holding Webster's backpack, one of the arms of his metal pressure suit. "You have come to face me in mortal combat with me. All you have brought is a knife, a handgun, and a Bible." "I couldn't find night vision goggles," Webster said. "You won't need night vision to see where you're unprepared to fight me," Paradigm said, as he rummaged through Webster's bag and took his concept. "I'll tell you what, you can have the knife and the Bible," Paradigm said, "and I'll take the handgun." Dr. Paradigm tossed the knife and the Bible to Webster, who stooped over and picked them up. Paradigm pulled back the hammer on the gun and said, "Anytime you're ready." Webster stared Paradigm in the eye, and the scientist smiled smugly from inside his exosuit's fishbowl dome. Webster threw the knife at Paradigm, who reflectively fired a shot at the shark. The shark deflected the bullet with the Bible like the bullet was a shield. The knife was embedded deeply in the man's chest, right below his sternum, and having plunged right through the exosuit's titanium plate. "No, that didn't just happen," exclaimed the man before falling onto the floor. "Get!" Blood poured out of his mouth and filled his fishbowl helmet, hiding his face in a crimson pool. The Caesar laughed on top of it on terror being carried by slaves. He sat at the summit at a large hill and looked down upon the drama unfolding below him. Okay. Okay. Wrong start. I put that up while my stepfather was playing the drums. Okay. Wait. He sat at the summit of a large hill and looked down upon the drama unfolding below him. He held out his fist for his men to see. The legion readied their lance and arrows, ready to slay the sharks. The Caesar pressed his thumb into the sky. He gave the sharks a thumbs up. The soldiers lowered their weapons. It looks like that. Okay. It looks, said the Caesar, that I was deceived by a false prophet, and that the street sharks are the true champions. The sharks returned to their home in the sewers of Vision City. They were crippled with fatigue and flew to their beds the moment they returned. The Colonel Skipper was returned to AcmeNet's headquarters for further testing. Every other lead they had concerning Carmen Sandiego's activities and whereabouts had dried up. Ripster lay dead still in his bed, his body too tired to toss and turn in response to his torture dreams. He dreamt of walking the ancient streets of the Roman Empire and catching glimpses of Carmen's red trenchcoat in his peripheral vision as she turned corners and disappeared behind alleyways.
always one step ahead of him. He chased her and he chased her, but she danced ahead of him on like an apparition with no mass, unable to grasp her or feel her touch. He got up in the middle of the night after 2 hours of sleep and went to his office for a drink of hard liquor. On his desk, he saw a note written on a vile ledger, in Lita's handwriting. You are closer than you ever knew. Sharks may be king of the oceans and streets, but I will forever rule time. I will forever rule your heart. XOXOCS. So Lena was Carmen in disguise. Okay. Ripster sat him down in his chair and placed the letter. Oh my god, more grammar on his desk. He opened a drawer and took a flask from inside of it. He unscrewed the lid and took a stiff drink of pure grain alcohol. It would have killed human, but the shark's liver takes up 25% of his body mass. A convenient statistic. It would allow Ripster to get drunk in the night and be ready for the gym in the morning. So that's this story. I don't like the story. I think it's stupid. I think it's... Granted, I know of troll fix, I know of crack fix. This ain't a crack fix. This is supposed to be an adventure romance, but it fails in every single sense. There's no pacing. The plot is just, okay, some random buff sharks obsessed with erections and working out are going after Carmen Sandiego, and it fails. It fails in every single conceivable way. I only chuckled a few times. That's more because of the wording than anything. Plus the fact... The fact that I had to do this just to be able to read it is not exactly good. I don't like the story. I don't. I gave it a 1 out of 10. I mean, not 1 out of 5. It's just, no, I don't like it at all. Way too many grammar errors. There's like barely any proper grammar. I mean, it's mostly just one long word. There should be some, I've spotted some areas where it needed commas. There were messed up words. There were words placed where they shouldn't be. There was no character development at all. Sure, the whole Nazi sorcery is funny, but that's about it. But I didn't like the story at all. I did not like it. It's just, no, I don't like it. If you like it, then that's fine. I also like this first chapter because the author decided to throw his political beliefs in it. I don't, no, the moment you purposely try to put your political belief, regardless of what it is, then you lost my, then you lose some points with me. Because, authors, the moment you try and put your beliefs in it, then that's stupid. If you try and, it depends on the story. Sometimes you put it in there and it's like, okay, that's fine. It makes sense in the sense of the story. But this sentence, maybe Acme's doing everything wrong. But this shark wasn't the type to just sit there and complain like some simpering college student. I didn't like that. I don't like that. I don't care if you do the political bullshit with me. No, I don't like that sentence. I don't like the political opposition faced by... I don't like that either. I just... No. Okay. At least the political thing with Acme made sense from a story standpoint. But this was just stupid. This was unneeded. It didn't need... It accomplished something besides do a dig at college students, which, fair enough, some of them do deserve to be... Some of them are, like, simpering college students because, they're sheltered. But overall, this didn't need to be here. It didn't need to be here. It accomplished nothing. It didn't do nothing. Nothing's good with the story. It's a piece of shit. I don't like cursing. But that's all I can say about this. It's a piece of shit. It's my review on Time Sharks. Street Sharks X Carmen Sandiego. This is Dark Symphony 777, and cut.